everyone, it's Ken Mason from Whispering Souls. Um, so this is part 2 of the Aura tutorials, and if you want to call it that, or videos. So today I want to talk about protection and how it works, why we need to pay a bit more attention to what's going on around us, or not dismiss feelings we're getting, because the aura itself, it is our spiritual body and is warning us about anything that could happen to us, either physically or spiritually, and is there to allow us to have a good life. Unfortunately, as humans, we tend to ignore things that happen to us, or just dismiss them, or think we're just going crazy. But I'm going to give you some examples today on what happens and why you need to pay more attention. So again, one of the things that people always seem to understand, or always admit to later, is how we react to people. For instance, Bernard has this little message, or always tells me this little thing to tell people, that if you walk into a room with about 10 people, you will probably walk to the people through that room and you'll talk to all 10 people. There's always going to be one in that person that you're probably going to look at and you're going to say, oh, I don't like this person, or something, there's something weird about them. And as you walk through, you're going to talk to the other people, and then you're going to meet this lady or some other lady or another man or whatever, and there's going to be a spiritual attraction to them. You're going to look at them, they're spiritually pulling you in, and you want to sit down and talk to them. Then maybe they'll have stuff to tell you. Maybe there's, they feel like long lost friends, or perhaps long lost past loves. And those are the two really big categories with the aura, when they kind of warn you of things. First one, of course, is this person going to hurt you? So if you get a weird feeling or a weird vibe about them, most people, like some girl says, well, he's a creep. These kind of vibes are strong warnings to you to not do anything with this person. This is your warning. This is your aura going out. And what it does, it goes out and it touches each person that you walk into the room spiritually. And it comes back with information from that aura and tells you, oh, this one is not good for you. And it's not like it can read the future. What it does, it reads that personality, or perhaps it does read the future, but it's going to tell you something's wrong here. On the person who's white, or somebody that you really, not white, sorry, white lighted, and you feel really attracted to them on the spiritual side, and this is your aura saying, this is somebody that's going to give you information, or is able to help you through life, or down the road is going to save you from an accident, or any kind of form of protection, or something that's going to give them. We all have these vibes. This happens to everybody. So this is kind of a message from our aura saying, please listen to me. It would be the same thing as if you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you feel afraid, or you feel that something's wrong. I'm sure you've heard all the stories of, women who've walked down alleyways and suddenly get this big fear and they turn around and walk away, only to find out later that there is a murderer in that room, or in that area, a murderer. Again, your aura, when you're standing there or you're walking down the street with a bunch of people, goes down that street and touches everybody, and comes back with information for you to know how to protect yourself. If there's somebody on the end of the street that sees you and all of a sudden, perhaps they're interested in you, or, decide that they're not going to be very nice to you, your aura is going to know it well before that person even comes to you. So as that person's walking to you, you'll turn around and you'll look at them and you go, oh God, no, something's wrong here. And you'll actually get a fear. And it's a warning to say, have nothing to do with this person. This happens in many different ways. And it's all things we have to be very aware about. Other incidents that you might find out is that you might be driving on the car and you'll say, something's wrong. I got a fear, I got a nervousness, so I have to kind of pull over and I got to figure it out. So as you pull over, you got to think, is it the car? Is it my work? Is something happening to the family? And you just got to go through every possible personality, or every personal possibility that could be happening in life. And eventually you'll hit one thing and you go, oh, that's it. So all of a sudden you've been pre-warned about this event, so that when you get there, you're ready for it. It could be like, say, you're pre-warned that your boss is angry today, or that one of the more famous ones with between wives and husbands, where the wife will sit there 5 minutes before their husband gets home, and then she'll look up and say, "Oh, he's in a bad mood." And again, you're or going out, touching your husband before they come back, and all of a sudden it says, "Beware, this is going to be a problem." And it doesn't mean you have to avoid your husband. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. It just means be prepared for what's coming through the door, so that you're not side-blinded. The aura is so protective of us. It does so much work for us that we're not aware. I, for instance, oftentimes will wake up in the morning and I'll go, "Oh, something's wrong." And invariably, if I look through my list of people, I'll go, "Oh, it's my kid. My kid's in school, so maybe my kid got in a fight, or maybe he got in trouble." And, later on I hear that he's done this or done that. But it protects you. It just gets you all ready. So for the protection part, it is very, very powerful. And we all have to start paying far more attention to it. Whenever we got an odd feeling, and it could be just as simple as you're listening to your kid and all of a sudden you get an odd feeling. It just may mean that, hey, your kid's lying. You're not going to get the words in your head, but you're certainly going to get a feeling that something's wrong. Always pay attention to these feelings that something's wrong, or that you shouldn't be going on that road, or you shouldn't be turning in, or you should be aware of who's coming into your door. And always, always, if somebody comes in your door and you look at him and you go, "Oh, I got a bad vibe about him," or a bad feeling, trust that feeling to the end, because it will mean something will happen. Anyway, so that's all I have for this one. The next one we'll be dealing with colors, and that'll be a fun one to do. Talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.